Hello friends. So today we are going to discuss five multiple choice questions from Indian National Movement section, which is a very important topic of any competitive exam. So Indian National Movement basically deals with the Indian modern Indian history in the 19th century. Uh, to be more specific, after the emergence of Congress and somewhat before that. So that period from 1857 onwards, that part of Indian modern history is more talked about in Indian national movement. So we will discuss five questions in each video from Indian national movement part, so that you will be able to revise the important topics which can be asked in the examination. So let us start part one of this video, and this is the first question, which says that which of the following organizations formed during freedom struggle was established earlier than others. So here we have been given four organizations which were formed during freedom struggle. We have to tell that which of these following was established earlier than others. सबसे पहले इनमें से कौन सा बना था? इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस. This was basically formed during 1885. Okay, Indian Independence League. So this Independence League, Subhash Chandra Bose was associated with it. Jawaharlal Nehru was there. So this was basically formed in 1920s, 1928 basically. And then Indian National Army, again Subhash Chandra Bose was associated with it. Azad Hind Fauj 1942 में बनाई गई थी ये. And then Indian Association. So Indian Association जो है ये 1870s में बनाया गया था. 1876 शायद या 1870s जो था, तब ये सुरेंद्रनाथ बनर्जी ने बनाया था इंडियन एसोसिएशन. तो बेसिकली ये चारों जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं, ये इंडियन नेशनल मूवमेंट के बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट थे, और इसमें सबसे पहले इंडियन एसोसिएशन जो है ये बनाई गई थी. तो आंसर जो है इसका डी हो जाएगा. सो नाउ दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन कैन बी आस्क्ड इन द एग्जामिनेशन, वेयर you can be asked to arrange these organizations in a chronological manner as per their date of establishment. So how to remember such organizations? So basically Indian National Congress, this was the ultimate organization which was formed in 1885. Before that there were many regional organizations like Indian Association, British Indian Association, Madras Mahajan Sabha. Okay, so this type of organizations were being formed before Indian National Congress. So you can remember those organizations ki, okay, these were established before Congress, and then after Congress also many organizations were established like Indian National Army. Indian National Army, this was after or during the Quit India movement it was established. Independence League, this was during 1920s. So this way you can remember, okay, during this period these organizations were established, and then you can arrange these organizations in a chronological manner. But then again, a different type of question can be asked in such a manner that you can be directly asked that in which year this organization was established, like Indian Association was established in which year. Such type of questions will become difficult, okay, because then you'll have to tell the exact year. Okay, it was 1876, and then the options can be very difficult if you are asked कि अच्छा इंडियन एसोसिएशन वाज established in which year, and then you are given the option 1876, 1877, 1878. Such type of options will be given, and then the question will become difficult. So the way the question is framed, then also it can become difficult. So we can be on a safer side. At least we can remember कि these organizations were established during which part of Indian freedom struggle. Okay, and relatively we can arrange them in a chronological manner, and such type of questions can be handled. And if they are asking directly the exact year, then obviously this becomes difficult, and a lot of people will make mistake there. So no need to worry more about that. Focus on such type of arrangement. Try to arrange them in a chronological manner, and remember a relative period in which they were established. Then there is question number 2. Which of the following represents the most suitable reason behind Surat split in Indian National Congress? So basically the idea behind Surat split, this is very fairly simple, because you see that Surat split, it was between moderates and extremist groups. Okay, moderates and extremist group who were fighting over the Swadeshi movement, that what should be the mode of Swadeshi movement, how it should be proceed, how they should proceed further, whether Swadeshi movement should be spread all over India, or passive resistance would be used in the movement. All these type of questions were there. एंड मॉडरेट्स जो थे वो मॉडरेट तरीके से स्वदेशी मूवमेंट करना चाहते थे, जबकि जो एक्सट्रीमिस्ट है वो पूरी अपनी ताकत झोंक देना चाहते थे स्वदेशी मूवमेंट में, पैसिव रेजिस्टेंस लाना चाहते थे. सो ऑन दिस मैटर मॉडरेट्स एंड एक्सट्रीमिस्ट जो हैं दे मेट इन सूरत सेशन in Gujarat, and there the Congress was split into two groups. So the answer will be B here. Then question number 3, who of the following famous personalities is best known for exposing the economic exploitation of India during British rule? So you see, during British rule there were a lot of significant personalities, and uh, before basically during the early phase of Indian national movement, basically the harsh critique of British rule was coming in terms of its economic exploitation. The moderates, especially the moderates members of Indian National Congress, they were actually working to expose the economic exploitation of British. And Dadabhai Naoroji was the best critique of British rule in terms of its economic policies. He exposed that how Britishers were looting India, and their policies, their economic policies, were not for the development of India, but for draining the wealth of India. So it was Dadabhai Naoroji who exposed British rule, their economic exploitation. So answer will be D. Question number 4, who among the following was the Governor General of India when Rabindranath Tagore composed Amar Sonar Bangla? Very famous poem, Amar Sonar Bangla. Okay, so basically in modern Indian history, there was a phase, Swadeshi movement, when a lot of literature, a lot of art, local traditions, they were revived. And Rabindranath Tagore wrote Amar Sonar Bangla during Swadeshi movement to give motivation, to give a moral boost to the freedom fighters. And so Amar Sonar Bangla, it was written during Swadeshi movement, that is 1905. And we all know that during Swadeshi movement, who was the Governor General of India? It was Lord Curzon, the Curzonian policy. He was responsible for the partition of Bengal, and he was here in India, and at that time Amar Sonar Bangla was written. So answer will be D. So in this manner also, in modern Indian history, questions can be asked in such manner also. You will be given an event or anything related to modern Indian history, and then you will be asked who was the President of Congress at that time, or who was the Governor General of India at that time. So such questions can be handled if you have read history in an holistic manner. You must associate that Amar Sonar Bangla was written during Swadeshi movement, and during Swadeshi movement Lord Curzon was here in India. Then question number 5, which of the following were features of famous Swadeshi movement after the partition of Bengal in 1905? Okay, so Swadeshi movement से कौन कौन सी जुड़ी इनमें से features हैं बतानी है. So boycott of foreign goods, yes, foreign goods were boycotted during this movement. Emphasis on national education, yes, National Council of Education was established during Swadeshi movement. So yes, it will be the right answer. Revival of traditional arts and crafts, yes, traditional arts and crafts, Swadeshi movement tha. So the people were trying to promote Swadeshi. And then the fourth option says drastic increase in cotton exports. No, cotton exports were not increased drastically. Okay, but this particular event, drastic increase in cotton export, this is also associated with a particular movement in Indian history. You can answer that in the comment section, that the drastic increase in cotton export and then again sudden fall in the cotton export, this was associated with a very important movement in Indian history. So you can comment that particular movement in the comment section. So the answer here will be 1, 2 and 3 only. So the answer will be A, that is 1, 2 and 3 only.